as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
All right. Robert. 18.
Our first carry here for Joe Mixon. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. This defense for the Broncos very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
That one complete. It's tamped down. 7 yards there and a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Stroud to throw it. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended receiver, and it's third down. When you look at this Bronco defense, against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But they don't stop the run as well, and that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Stroud looking to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Here we go.
Play action. Stroud now. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, #1, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That's to his running back, complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up fourth down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
18. What's up?
In motion, the tight end. Fourth down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
2 yards.
All right.
First down, Texas.
Throwing now is Stroud. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because He went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they saw some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 33. Again, it's Harvey. He gets away from one. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Harvey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Panther Street! Panther Street! Ready?
On 3rd down, Harvey. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Let's go!
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now Lutz for the field goal try. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame charge. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Here we go. 18. That's it.
Quick throw by Stroud, completed. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. They coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. You look at this Bronco defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the #1 overall offense in the league.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Texans 1st down.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And some room to maneuver. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 41 yards rushing for him now. And he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Okay, here we go.
Man in motion left. That's Collins. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. But backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in the locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. Right. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6.
Check, bomb check, let's go. Go.
Out of the gun, a run with Harvey. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Once more with Harvey. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Hold the ready.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Go, Reed. Go.
Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, spot right in midfield at the 50. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Get it. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They run straight ahead with Harvey. And some room to run now. And all the way home for Broncos scoreboard. R.J. Harvey with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, they'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. DJ Jones forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Stroud. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Stroud. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 48-yard line.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gets him a 1st down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An option handoff here to Mixon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Fighting him off. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. To the right side and caught by Dell. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Stroud completes this out wide. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. This is 2nd and 8. Mix it up the middle. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He'll try and do this himself. His pass caught with the 4. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Christian Kirk, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Next to score, Texans 14. Broncos 10.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Sanders. And that's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. On the return is Kirk. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. Analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Stroud out of the gun here. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Nick Bonito in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
Third and 14.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Here we go. Let's go.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
That's good for Broncos. First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, back to Harvey. Now inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. R.J. Harvey with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. 3rd down and 13. Operating from the gun, Stroud. He'll try and do this himself. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Nick Bonito getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. In motion right, that's Dell. Stroud now on 4th down. Got his man, Dell. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
19 Tigers, 19 Tigers. Ready.
On the give, it's Harvey. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
18 Cardinal, 18
From the 25, here's second down and 7. Handoff, here's Harvey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Ready. Panther 11, kick Hawk 70. Ready. 65, 6. Ready.
To throw is Sanders. That's complete to his rookie second-round pick. And they snap him short of the first, as he can only get to the 20.
It's 4th down.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
Check.
On the handoff, Harvey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
On the ground, Harvey. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. R.J. Harvey, a 9-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Lutz good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Texans 14.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Stroud. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Panther Street, Bronco 80. Street.
Now Sanders. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver, all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. That's to the sideline and complete. A nifty job to make the catch, but the throw took him right out of bounds. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run the mix it. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
An option hit off here to Mixon.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. Well, that's one of those in-between spots where you like to rely on analytics. Did you like the decision to go for it?
Frankly, I did because you know I'm an aggressive guy. But that the analytics and the old school go by your feel, that's got to marry up a little bit better because that one felt like it.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. 39 yards.
And the Broncos get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they're always talking about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before. We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
They'll stay on the ground, mix him again. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Stroud to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. That man again, it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Stroud looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here goes Stroud again. Now he's going to step. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But
touchdown, Texans! Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, nice move. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
That's good for a Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hey, smash Broncos. Ready.
1st down, right back to Judkins. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
19, Tiger, 19, trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
From the gun on third down, Sanders.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
They'll give it to Jenkins.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Quinshon Jenkins, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Wants to try to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Broncos 42, Texans 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
From the 43, here's second and a couple.
At the 43.
18, what's up?
Throwing now is Stroud. Throw to the middle is taken in by Dell.
His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down.
First down.
All right.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Stroud off the play fake.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Throwing again is Stroud. He's got this complete to Stover, the tight end. Here's second and 7.
To Cade Stover. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and
He didn't spike it, he faked it.
But it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him.
It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down.
An option handoff here to Mixon.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here we go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
18,
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory
as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 38-yard line.
Here we go. Shot.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Setting up a screen for Jenkins.
Tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
3rd down and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Go.
They'll try and run here with Jenkins. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Broncos, first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
48-yard line.
On first down, here's Jenkins. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more true during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Texans' 34-yard line.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Broncos, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You take a mortal man and put like the Pied Piper. Let me rest through the streets. Dance like marionettes, swaying through the symphony. Swaying through the symphony of destruction.
Go, 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 shorty. It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give cause that's your birthday. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting. When I pull up out front, you see the Benz on dub. When I roll 20 deep, it's always drama in the club. Now that I roll with Dre, everybody show me love. When you sell like Eminem, you get plenty of groupie love. Look, homie, ain't nothing changed. Rolls down, G's up. I see exhibit in the cutting, man. Running, man. Watch how I move, you mistake before I play up. Been hit with a but I don't walk with a limp. In the hood, in the LA, they saying 50, you hot. They like me, I want them to love me like they love pop. But holla in New York, for show, they tell you I'm local. And the plan is to put the rap game in the choke. I'm full of focus, man. My money on my mind, got a meal out the deal, and I'm still in the grind. Now shorty says she feeling my style, she feeling my flow. A girl from Wooded, they ready to find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting.
A new rookie class has joined the team. There are a lot of hopes for this group, and one player...
Being on some chill, we go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the...
Film rooms are the forum where strategies are discussed and victories are born. Each person there has a voice and a chance to step forward with what they believe is the key to this week's game.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector, shorten it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott, living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow, with a blind who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul, so fly out to walk in any spot, every be soaking from a time when was stronger. Today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming, I'ma say the definition of my name, the truest. I shock them like real product. Creep with baddies in sequence, dresses with high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision while I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something.
What defines my name? what defines my name. NAS, what defines my name. NAS, what defines my name.
DNA of King James, kin of St. Michael. Polygamous minded, 7 wives on ridiculous timing. They always share the same title. That be the talk. That's foul like a stop in Frisk, New York. At 20, I said I better quit by 30 than by 30. I thought by 40 rapping is corny. How wrong was I? Never would have thought that 50 new songs by Nas would be hard to live. I leave them scared like when they hear their name called, but ain't nobody there. The definition of my name probably started where I rode the E-train, fingers covered in ink stains. Writing was like an escape inside it, leave the beat flame. It was Rod, Kane, Coogee, and Chris. Few names like Cool James, Face, Cube, and Rick. That was musically sick, successful and unnatural. I throw they songs in a cyanide capsule. The truth is poison to any fraud. Demigod, rocking suits and shoes, going against any odds. How could you hate me? I survived the 80s, the D's, the trauma, embalming fluid and laced. Inhale fumes from a stove up. The show's booked up. I chose to take the world over. Look up.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS, what defines my name? NAS, what defines my name?
Hey yo, 30 years later, Illmatic was dropped. Yeah, man, what am I doing? Hey yo, Prim, chill. I got the rhymes, you got the beats. Alright. 30 years later, we back in the streets, we back in the lab. Alright then. Let's go, Nas. It's time. It's album time. Yeah. It's time. It's time. Black is time. Premiere album still gonna happen. Yo, 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 yo. When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place, true indeed. Yes, I got the record, that's word on my feed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide knockouts make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some.
Ready? Cowboy!
Cheers, right on the side is my ego because I'm a child with some more than my tongue. Be like in, take a breath in my mouth and clear it while I get up and spit. Dream of juice, how to rebel out, dark hallways. This way, this day, play the track, the record correction. It's your mix, congratulations. Change a lot of hands on some. Know that we have always been down. If we ever say thank you,
Come on.
face, taking up all of my space. You should get out of my way. You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your face out of my way. 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 I got too many plays. I don't even play. Get out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way.
Super way up. Get your weight up. Put your plate up. You a foreign. We at war. And I got all the hallelujah. Talladega. Baby Jesus. In the flesh. Come and get it. And I'm get it. All my friends coming with all their friends. And we get active, yeah. We get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black. My eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way.
Don't make me rap, you get your talking out my face. It's in my mind, winning is in my DNA. I gotta get it, I don't know no other way. Get out my way.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way. You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way. 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 I got too many plays. I don't even play. Out of my way. Get out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way.
All my friends coming with all their friends. And we get active, yeah. We get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black. My eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way.
Don't make me rap, you get your talking out my face. It's in my mind, winning is in my DNA. I gotta get it, I don't know no other way. Get out my way.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really wanna brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag.